culture does that when they're intelligent. Yeah, usually. I mean, what was a good example? Japan. We assume Japan is a highly culture. It's crazy. It has a lot of wild things in it. Correct? We assume that by books and movies.
Yes.
Right? And we assume Americans are treated a certain way, this way, by books and movies. All that stuff. And it probably isn't that way in Japan.
Yeah.
We can say, oh, that's Japan for you, but is that Japan? I mean, Lost in Translation, Tokyo Pop, and those are the only two movies that come to mind when I speak of this. But there are other stories about people going to Japan that are fiction, but might have real references, but to what Japan is, but could be exaggerated for comedic effect and entertainment. You know?
Oh yeah, all the time.
We don't really
think we know about someone's culture, and
yeah.
It turns out that we just have imaginary makeup of it.
Yeah, we don't really know what it is. I mean, granted, they have a lot of weird and wild stuff there. I mean,
They do.
anime.
Some of their vending machines I heard were kind of.
They actually banned some of those.
Really?
They don't sell underwear in vending machines anymore.
Oh darn! Now if I forget my suitcase.
Yes, there's actually female underwear. That was what it was.
Somehow
It was never male underwear. I think it was female underwear because guys had the fetish for.
Yes.
You're like, oh, underwear, panty on head.
And can you imagine if they brought one of those here? Just set them outside like Kmart or something? What the reaction would be?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it would just be like any other vending machine, wouldn't it?
The kids would be like, I want what's in there.
No.
Okay, 50 cents.
That's only a thong. Don't buy it.
Poor little kid, what it is, be wearing it around on his head.
Oh, it's a hat. No, it isn't. Only if you had legs on your head would it be a hat.
Put it on the dog for his ears.
It's a log puller. Reference to Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
When that muzzle was turned into a log puller. You can turn a panty into a log puller, can't you?
Sure.
Move it over there and put it over your head. The beaver has it right. Have you seen the Lady and the Tramp?
Long time ago.
Well, do you remember that scene where
No.
he did that? Okay. I'm the only one who's getting that and who's ever watching this.
Well, you know, people might.
Yeah. But my mind's a little blank. I'm sorry. Is that alright?
I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's
We've been talking for like 2 hours.
more than 2 hours
2,
because
3 hours. Usually an hour of talking.
I got here
max.
since
You were here at 2:30.
2:30 and we've been talking nonstop since then. Pretty
That's
much.
true.
High five for them, yay. I didn't think it was possible to talk that long. Oh.
There are some people out there that can just talk by themselves to you for that long, and I'm not one of those people. And usually I shut off about 1 hour into talking. So if you're one of those people and you're talking to me, just know that I'm probably not listening to you if it's after an hour, and you should shut up and go away.
Right. There's a hair between my fingers. No, there isn't.
You threw it on my floor.
Well, I shed hair anyways, don't I?
But you threw it on my floor. You didn't just shed it, you just threw it. You saw it, you observed it.
It could have been one of your hairs for all I know. Come on. Maybe it was one of my hair
still
that did
observed
this.
it and
What?
threw it on my floor. It's the point that you acknowledged it exists. You didn't throw it away. You threw it on my floor.
Well, how could you expect me to pick up the stuff that I don't like acknowledge either, or
No, that's fine because that's not acknowledged. It's like
right? It just happens.
it's like acknowledge. Like it'd be like if you're walking down the street and some poor old woman falls down, but you don't hear her or you see her or anything. You know, it's fine if you keep walking. But if you acknowledge her and you keep walking, that's horrible.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this apple you have here. I think this should be deserved mention.
This is an apple that I got in Alabama in January when I was doing mission work down there. and I brought it back, and my intention was to eat it on the bus on the way home, but I forgot about it. And then I found it in my bag maybe a couple weeks later, and it was still pristine. And I was thinking back to the apples we got at the apple orchards last fall, and how, I mean, we obviously refrigerated them and they lasted for a while, but if you just left them out on the counter, you know, they eventually rot. But
like into a few days, pretty much.
yeah, if not a few days, a couple weeks. But
yeah,
this thing was like pristine, so I decided to put it up on my chandelier and see how long it would last. And minus the spot here, which is from the light bulb dehydrating it, it's still pretty good, and it smells like an apple.
It smells of apple.
It's been what, January, February, March? Yeah, 3 months.
3 months.
And somehow I just don't really think that that's natural.
Well, I do think it's natural in the sense that it wasn't poked anywhere, and that would release a chemical into the air which would decompose it. And I don't think that's happened yet. But it is pretty interesting that it hasn't decomposed except for that area, which was by the heat of the lamp.
Yes.
It's just one of those things that happens in nature. It's natural, it's just something you wouldn't expect.
I still think it's the chemicals that were sprayed on it. It'll probably cause cancer if I eat it.
Yes, of course. And just think, if you ate it on the way back here, huh? Right? You would have been hurt. Gotten sick.
In the long term, I'm probably gonna die of cancer anyway, but...
One thing though, did you like search your bag extensively for worms or any other bugs that might have been in that you're like, oh my god, apple, rotten? Ooh. Anything like that?
No, why?
Well, when you have fruit that would otherwise be rotten, there'd be bugs crawling around in it, or whatever it is. I know, but did you like think that in some way at all?
No.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask. Okay. How about that back for you? Or you can put it back yourself.
3 months.
3 months. Be nice to your apple. You want like...
Maybe I'll give it to the teacher. She
She
don't even know if it's new or old, you know? Because
it's only 2 days old. That you can say that, and she'd believe it.
it smells like a perfectly good apple.
Yes. And all she'd do is cut the bad part off. The rest of the apple's still good. Oh.